Now to move from the ugly to the bad. The bad news here in life under lockdown in the UK is just how willingly the British people have given up any sense of freedom in order to comply with the orders of the state, accepting new laws without question or comment. Neighbours have been asked to report on neighbours. There are online forms to do this. Most Brits are too scared to leave their homes. They're either frightened of the virus because of all the fear being whipped up by the mainstream media, they're frightened of being stopped by the police, who are aggressively policing everything right now, and they're frightened of their neighbours snitching on them. Those with mental health issues, who we used to hear so much about on a daily basis, have been forgotten overnight. I was reported to my local police force for going to a garden centre to buy some tomato plants for my garden. I was then reported to the Metropolitan Police Force of London for questioning all that we're being told. The British police have gone around and taped off park benches with the sort of police tape that they use for murders and other investigations of a serious nature. In the UK, we're no longer allowed to sit on a bench in a park if we're perceived to sit for too long. It doesn't say how long that might be. People are questioned for sunbathing and moved along, and the police have actually come out and threatened to police our shopping carts in order to see whether what we're buying is actually an essential item or not. All of this happening in the UK in 2020. It breaks my heart to see how easy it has been to make British people fear for their own lives and to take a bended knee as new laws are thrust upon us. I fear a mandatory vaccine and the move away from cash as currency and possibly to a digital currency is not too far behind. What I do want to tell you is about life under lockdown, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'm going to do that in reverse order. The ugly is the truth, and it's a truth that nobody wants to tell. British hospitals are largely empty. They are ghost hospitals, fully staffed, fully funded by the taxpayer, but largely empty. As I began investigating this phenomenon, my inbox was overwhelmed by emails from doctors and nurses and other medical staff telling me what's really going on. Surgeries and treatments have been cancelled. These are called elective, but many of them are cancer surgeries or chemotherapy, even for people who are terminally ill. Knee and hip replacement surgeries have been postponed, as have life changing treatments, all postponed. And yet, wards are empty, doctors and nurses are underemployed and struggling to find things to do. Many are bringing in board games into hospitals in order to pass the time. Let me read you this email I received from a doctor working in A&E, accident and emergency, or ER to you guys. The ex-hospital in a certain region in the UK, their ER department is empty and has been overstaffed. Doctors and nurses have literally nothing to do. The gentleman writes, normally over a 10.5 hour shift, I would see about 20 patients. I've seen up to 36 in one shift. Last night, I saw just 4. This was more than the other doctors. Nurses are also being asked to do menial jobs like cleaning and recounting stock. They're even running out of these jobs. They keep telling us to expect the peak and brace for the worst, but this is sounding more and more like it's never going to come. On a personal note, away from all of these hundreds of emails I'm receiving, my own friend has terminal cancer. Her chemotherapy was stopped due to the coronavirus, and she knows she may now die alone in her own home under lockdown. All the while, our taxpayer funded, socialised healthcare and the hospitals we pay for sit empty. This is the ugly truth.
We will make America great again.